Grounding skills are important because they help us to be in the present, to make better choices and avoid problems or find better solutions to them. Road rage. That's something that can really drain my internal resources and drain my capacity to deal with life's challenges. One time I was driving from my kid's school to work, and I was using Waze, so it was taking me through the internal streets and people's backyards. And as I was driving along, there were these 4 women that were walking on the road because there was no sidewalk. But they took up the whole road. So as I was driving along, and I'm driving an electrical vehicle, so it's kind of quiet. But I'm really close to the women, and they're just talking and walking. So I gently honk them. Now, one of the women, she looks back and turns at me. She goes, and they just continue to walk. Oh, I had to follow them for at least a couple of minutes before they made a turn. And so I could move forward and turn onto the street into my clinic and then park my car. And at that time, I was just feeling this tension in my chest, this wave of energy coming from my stomach to my chest to my face, and a burning sensation. I was so angry. Like, why would a person do that? Why would a person walk in the middle of the road where they're not supposed to be and then make fun of me for telling them that they did something wrong? Once I parked my car, then I realized that, it never happened. What actually did happen was that I was following behind these 4 women, and then eventually they saw me. One lady turned around and she sort of pushed her friends to the side, and they just walked along. I just moved and got into my clinic. But for 4 minutes, I was livid. I was so angry. Now, if I had continued on this way, I would have gone into my clinic, and then my receptionist would have seen me, and her energy would have changed, and she would have responded to me differently than she normally would, and perhaps affected how she would respond to the other staff and to our patients. Honestly, does this ever happen to you? Does your mind imagine things or create things that actually don't happen, but then it bothers you for quite some time? This happens to me more than I'd like, and it changes me because my state is not calm. Now, if my mind wasn't present and in the game of life, then how do I ever hope to make better choices when challenges arise, let alone how do I win at the game of life? Now, my team sees this in a lot of our patients. People are angry because they are where they are now because of whatever happened to them in the past. So their mind keeps on anticipating what is going to happen in the future and anticipating bad things. Most of the day, nothing's really happening. But our mind tends to wander. And then when our mind hits something that causes our emotional centers to be active, then our emotional centers kidnap our consciousness. Now, this is why an important part of treating chronic illnesses, and this is one of the things that our team does, is teach people how to be grounded. Now, grounding are simple things that we can do. For instance, paying attention to things that we sense, things that we see, smell, taste, touch, or hear in the present moment. Or we can repeat things to ourselves in our mind to focus our attention, like lyrics of a song or counting. Or we can physically do something, like doing a little bit of a dance, in order to create a sense of calm and control in our lives. Grounding skills are important because they help us to be in the present from moment to moment. and let our minds be in the game, so to speak, so that we can be clear enough here to make better choices and avoid problems or find better solutions to them.